All right, calling the meeting of the 300th to order at 5:16 on 8/20. Okay, so we'll start off with funding and fundraising. I spoke with the accountant's office, and the first half of the grant, the $25,000 will come in. So we got that. Still going back and forth with the state. They still need a little bit more paperwork to complete the second half of it, but they said as long as you had the bulk of the paperwork in, you would get it. You just have to get the corrections in. So we're just waiting to hear about that last 25,000.
Nice, John.
Yes.
As far as other fundraising, Dawn had started this project, and then I ended up actually at the yard sale of the church. I spoke with the owners of 42nd Parallel Brewing. So they're interested in doing taking their Coast Fair and changing the name next year for us.
That's
with a
great.
300 name and giving a small percentage of that to us for donations. So along with that,
Kudos, John.
well, that was Dawn that started that one, so that was Dawn. And then Ken also approached them about doing like an icebreaker for us for the to start everything off, so maybe in November, so maybe a joint thing between the book committee and our committee. We can do something, they hold about 50 people, but they can also do a tent out there. Maybe November-ish or so, we may have something that we can start off the whole celebration with that. So
That's a nice
possibility.
kickoff.
Yeah.
And we can advertise. When is something?
Possibly November.
November,
Of 25.
Of
Yeah.
25, yeah.
okay. Okay.
So other than that, I haven't been able to do many lately, but how has the merchandise sales been going?
We have $530 in sales so far.
Okay.
I have a breakdown here.
Yeah.
And then, I only have one copy of this. This is the recommendations for additional items.
Okay.
I just got them. Right here, and then they didn't seem to have that many paid items on the website, or only the most popular.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
I think the crew next more on the Crownix.
I know.
I used to call Crownix.
A lot of people were interested in those, but I think they ran a little
The
small.
sizing.
You do have to try them on, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people would have bought them, but they didn't have the extra larges.
Okay.
And I did, give them the flyers that, you can order online. I don't know if anybody did or not.
Yeah.
But it might be good, especially when you're down, Ray's Beach and starting to get cold.
Yeah.
During the music night, so I'm like, oh, you look cold, want a sweatshirt? And then I go, it's not gonna fit me. I'm like, and, a credit card swiper, a lot of people have credit cards. But, and I don't know, would we be able to take checks? Not that, I don't even know if people have checks.
Not to intervene here, that's what I'm dealing with now. I called Ken Mullally today, and he's going to come up with a procedure, because we're collecting checks for tickets for our outdoor. We're also collecting donations for advertising for the ticket booklet. So he said he will get back to me with a procedure,
good.
because I need to keep track of who's paying.
Yeah.
I can't just give the checks out. I need, Venmo or any of that.
Yeah.
I need. So anyway, so he said that part of the procedure.
Okay.
So if I get something, I can share it with her. Not that it would be the same, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, it would be
Working
or
on it.
there's a way we can do electronic payments that all of us could use.
Right.
So I know we talked about Venmo last time, but we can't do Venmo for the town. So I don't know if there's any other.
Well, we have a QR code, right? Is that just gives information.
Well, that
But
takes
you
you
do
to
have
the
that takes you
online
to the
store.
merchandise online store, so they can, if you don't have it in front of you, they can go there and order online.
Nice.
And I
Do they
think,
take PayPal or the
The
online smart
Yeah.
store? But that's different than what you're.
yeah,
talking
that's a
about.
private entity, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Most most of the auction will, cost 3%.
Yeah.
Plus it per transaction. The other thing we talked about is maybe trying to utilize the rep center website as much as possible.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I saw the tickets on there for the house for his name.
Yeah. So that was discussed early on. The only thing is, it's gonna take away town employees from doing their job
Right?
to some extent. So that's what we have to be careful of.
And I could be going to volunteer time to help.
Yeah, we'll have to talk with the,
Yeah, they'd have to set something in writing, so there's, I think only Sue has access.
so she does, yes, yeah,
But it's also the Read 100.
yeah, so we can, something that, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rebuilding itself is 100 years old.
Wow.
yeah, so we have 3 major milestones, the 250th of the country, the 370th of the week, so. Yeah.
I just got the impression when they talked to them today, this is not as simple. You know,
Yeah, it's not,
quick fix,
no,
No, it's not.
it's going to be
Right,
a
but
procedure that
something-
you follow.
if we
Yeah, but
can,
we're not
if we
gonna
can,
say it's if we can't.
yeah.
Well, I think you're right, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'll check it out, and I have no idea if anybody ordered
Yeah,
online.
we've been doing that for 2 years now, and
Yeah.
I think we've had 1 online sales. so,
Yeah, so I think you're right, they are
Yeah.
doing a lot of sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe you can come up with.
Like when you like different events or, people have vendor tables, they have like a iPad and they have that credit card.
You
swipe
can do
thing.
it phone.
Yeah.
Your credit card's
Yeah.
right.
We use that at church.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had.
That's-
There's a back end to that, so I talked to Kevin
Yeah.
about it, who's our finance director, and she said, no.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be awesome.
But there's not, it's something that like municipalities can use, like, can we find out from other towns nearby?
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
So when I was on the rec board, we could not raise money for ourselves. But there would be subcommittees that would raise money, friends of the top. That's,
Okay.
right? And they establish an account and that becomes a donation to come back. Was that something that could happen?
So maybe, and I would have to speak with them, and he's not here tonight, but maybe we can do something to be done from the book, and, yeah, maybe get a, provide something, maybe get the money way back to us.
Since they have to
It's a
apply
possibility.
open an account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they handled the account, but then it was, they donated back to us.
Yeah.
As a donation.
I had asked that when I went to the treasurer's office many months ago, and they said, as I said, can I open an account at a bank and have the checks made out down in Kingston, and then give it over to.
Because we're an official town committee.
Yeah.
But this is like a friends of is not associated with the town.
Like the library.
Yeah.
The library, like the friends of the library handles their fundraisers, so the library that you're buying tickets from the friends of the library or whatever, that's not the library itself, yeah. Yeah, it's a whole committee, and I don't know the name of the person, I should know, it's on the trustee, but not in the friends of the library, with the library.
Maybe they somebody.
Yeah, I can, you know what, I can find out, let me find out, because the library event's coming up in a couple of weeks. Let me find out what they do, and if they have their own bank account, but what's maybe a couple of us.
Maybe there's one like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
For the veterans.
Yeah.
They said it's like, right?
Yeah.
They did, I don't know how they did, yeah, it was all cash, or if they have some sort of. Maybe that's what it is fundraising. Yes, ma'am.
Next year is the 20th anniversary of the new high school also.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Appreciate that.
There's a lot of good things going on here. Yeah. It's the official final, about the final day that they completed the construction on it. Was it in 2006,
Okay.
I believe.
Anything else on fundraising?
For merch sales, we talked to the short committee about using Venmo, like whoever's selling.
Mhm.
So I have a Venmo, I'm more than happy to take the money
Yeah.
and then donate.
But some of us have been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cash right now.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's gonna happen.
I mean, so,
Too much so far, it just gives them time. But figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's pretty.
I'm happy to, happy to lend it, because also I was thinking the book, when they're ready to sell the books, they're gonna have to figure these out.
Exactly.
So maybe we can.
And I think that's what I was saying, because the books though, I don't, really big, huge thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
So
Oh,
I
absolutely.
can't cover that.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
gosh, I don't know.
So maybe.
Maybe have to transfer the house for.
Yeah, and the gala in January, but that's just gonna be a lot of things, actually, set it up now, and,
There was a way, had me waiting on the phone for a long time. I think this is going to be, I mean, it wasn't a quick.
That's right,
answer, but
we
it
can
easy.
So
And
if
easy.
we can,
I think our
and
friends
get
are
out
the
front
way
of
to
it,
go.
That would be great.
So I'll see what the Friends of the Library does and how they're set up. Cause I know the library tickets, you go to a website that's like a, there's a platform that sells the tickets, but surely they have other ways they handle transactions, so I'll find out what they do.
We
Just
talked
for
about
some-
event inspection.
Another clarity is,
We don't know.
we're all set for grade beach sales and concert sales.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Sue forgot that we had voted that in, and this is really a good question.
Yeah,
We're all set, there's no one.
She's doing her job.
Yes.
I know, that was tough.
Right. Okay, so, moving on with fundraising. So you feel that you know, right? So planning, we'll get right into, anyone wanna go first for, any of the working groups?
I can tell you that I had a meeting with Ken and Denise, in June, maybe, about the art show.
Yep.
And, the three of us are all on board for it. We haven't made any specific plans, and we haven't, we're pretty people yet, but we're thinking May, which is, we don't have a date yet, but I think we talked about May. But, Denise has a lot of art experience, so I'm very excited to have her on board. We talked about this idea, we all like a put on a progressive art show, engaging all the churches, but having, people can, do submissions and pay to submit their piece to be part of the show, pieces and part of the show, so that would help cover the cost of it. And, we can have it, we can work their way down Main Street, stop in and all the places. Hope folks would also be involved, they want to be involved in picking that could be through the destination, we're going to do craft fair, an event, like on their lawn and our lawn, sort of like whatever makes the most sense, but we're talking, so, and I think there's gonna be a lot of interest, because there used to be an arts fair here, like,
I know, fine.
yeah, so, this is a one-off for the anniversary year, but like, it could be something else, so we're all, and I've already started softly recruiting for my church to help, so, but yeah, so that's underway, so I need to reach out to them. I think they're going to, very soon, she's taking a art class in Vegas, some months. I know, right? So I'm gonna reach back out to them and see if we can have another meeting soon, just to kind of push that forward, but it's underway, we started, so.
Thank you. Anything you want to talk?
We had a meeting yesterday, we had a great committee and, we have started putting in
Historic house committee.
We have put summaries together on each of the houses. I sent them out today to the homeowners to get their input, and I've already got two of them who responded. We've changed them in a minute. But that's okay. We got that done. Donna Apple is our solicitor. How do you want to call her? She's
a power.
She's one, but she's a powerhouse, and she's already gotten commitments from vendors at, businesses to put something in the ticket booklet, and with that, you have 3 different kind of ways, and she's done very well with that. I don't know how many she has so far, but what's holding us up is the whole money piece, because people want to give her the checks, and she said, no, I don't know yet, so, so that's an issue. What else happened yesterday? We just have a nice working group, we got along, things are moving forward. We made a lot of people. It's good. It's good.
So October 4th is the big October.
I did amend that. I said the nothing. One thing I forgot to mention, which I am most excited about, we had a meeting with the library, and they have agreed on Sunday which is in Medford, so we'll do a post vaccination, where people will go pick up their tickets and they will have an ongoing loop of slides to preview some of the houses that would not be on the tour because someone else will not have to. And they're going to have artifacts on display. And I just said like 11 to 12, and the tour started, oh, to 2 o'clock. I said, no. We don't want to postpone the tour till 2 o'clock. But he said he wants to be open and available from 11 to 1. So that's wonderful. They're more than willing to participate in the operating plan. And the adding century section of the place to start. So I'm very happy that he has agreed. Nick is going to do the slide presentation in the archives and Don will just and chop it up too. So yeah, that was a big thing. And then so I mentioned you. I didn't have to feel stuff, but then afterwards, we had, so I just wanted you all to know that that's a goal. I'm very happy.
So I know when I sat down with the library, they wanted to do things to do like historic homes. Do you want to be talking about whether they wanted to do that presentations that month or maybe the month before? Student input?
To be honest with you, they didn't say anything.
No? Okay, I can talk to them about that and see.
He is doing a special
Yes.
loop of slides that will be ongoing for the whole time. And like I said, we wanted 11 to 2, and 11 for 1, so we need to get people out on the road.
It might be good for people to go who didn't buy tickets to the house tour. Or aren't as mobile. On spot.
And just go ahead.
And just go down, so, yeah, they want to go for the same.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
that's a two.
I just don't want people to think, oh, we can wait till go to church and stay and,
Yeah.
and have lunch first and then go.
Well, that's really like house tours leaving now.
Exactly. I mean, the homeowners need to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're having Tom at 3:30 to do the sanitary tour at the church, so I don't want him bogged down. I want him out of the Adams Center by 1 on the way and then with the cemetery. 5 houses too, and some of them are quick walkers, but some of them are expensive, so we want to be sure that they're ready to do. Yeah, so that's the point.
Oh,
Morning.
I do, a gala. So, yeah.
Great job.
So, I formed a small committee, I, you know, kind of strong on me, right? I talked to Mark Beaton, and we have, January 31st from 6 to 10 at the, Jones River Trading. So it's gonna be about 800 to 1,000 for the Jones River, and that's gonna cover the, includes the setup, the breakdown, bartender, linen, and all that. We do need to figure out the food and how much that's gonna be as well. But again, when we sell tickets, that should cover most of that, but we get tickets. And do that, and so we're gonna have, a silent auction and raffle. So we already have one donation for the auction, but that's good. Yeah, well, I'm working on a few others, so I think we're gonna get a pretty good amount of local Kingston Duxbury, donation. So,
It's not a major thing, but the historical commission donated, and they don't think it's a complete set, but the ornaments that the Lions Club gave, the 15 were movable. They donated about 6 or 8 of them for an auction, so we can.
Nice. Perfect, yeah.
The library gala was at Jones River.
Okay.
They had a silent auction in the so maybe the ticket range could be about the same price.
I don't know what it was, but I can find out.
I did go. I
Okay.
think it was 75.
Per person. Oh, beautiful. I kind of put $40 for a single and 75 for a couple.
I'm pretty sure
But I wasn't
it was
really sure.
75 a person. It was a fundraiser and it
Okay.
was, but knowing it's the same location, the same lift, the venue is basically the same.
Yeah, and how to promote that, that's gonna be,
That's what we're all learning.
yeah.
So once again, I want to recommend that we put an insert in either a tax bill or a census bill or something to get the word out about the whole agenda for the 300.
Pretty much summed up tonight with the dates and then.
Perfect.
It's all in there.
We can get the dates, that's how we can try, advertise. This is the-
Yeah.
And then, also, we want to update the website. One thing on the website that we could do, we do have the cost for the, cost on the website.
Once we have them, yeah.
So we have the cost for the historic house tour. Also, I would say for the walking cemetery, territory, the cost is included, but in the house.
If you just, sure, the details, the language, so.
Yeah, it's all included. We're gonna call that our sixth. We've got flags for each of the houses, 1 through 5, but we thought the cemetery should have its own flag to acknowledge it's a part of the. Yes.
I did notice that Kingston has a new website. And they have these spotlights. I don't know if we could get Kingston 300 as one of those spotlights.
Yes, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And even if you would do it on your flyer with like, sorry, like a QR code.
Yeah.
And then link all the events in a QR code. And I can help you with that too,
Right.
Michelle. I don't wanna be like, oh, you can do that. Like, I can help you. But,
It's great though. She'll do it all.
Yeah.
It's very,
Yeah.
very good.
Cause we do a lot of,
Yeah.
in my job, we do a lot of
That's
events,
right.
and have the
We do it.
QR code.
Yeah.
And it's like, people don't even do packets of information anymore, they do QR codes, and you can just go right and get all the, printed, not so much printed, if there was gonna be, you can get printed, but, you have to get all the details, and that would be great. Cause we do, I think Mitch and I think, I can't speak for Mitch, but I got a few questions on the merchandise about the other events, and like, oh, there's other events, and they're like, oh, do we have information? I'm like, no.
Not yet.
But they're coming, there's more events, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Did they have, like, one of the occupancy?
He sent me I told him it would probably be less than 200, so he did I mentioned he was popular. He did this for, 150 people.
Okay.
I mean, if I can get more than that, that'd be great, but.
No, I can't take a library.
Yeah, I would say
Deb Grace.
well over 100, yeah.
Yeah.
Deb Grace, that's usually.
Deb Grace was
Yes.
in charge of her seats, but yeah.
Reach out to her.
Did.
I can find out, but I really can't tell you about the friends, and stuff.
I do have a question. If we are taking donations for raffles, is there like a tax exempt form for people that donate, or is that, like, I don't know.
I think that's for the $5 people will be on the thing.
Oh,
I'll check
Okay.
that out.
okay. I'm just curious, like, if somebody were to ask me as I'm getting donations, I can say, that might get them to donate.
Yes,
That's
that's.
exactly some form, but yeah, so I'm gonna meet on the September 2nd to kind of go through some more, details on the gala, but we're hoping to have, Jan Guidazzoli, like, with our keynote or a guest speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hoping, yeah. I've never met her, so, but we're working on that. Yeah. Well, I have another suggestion, I'm sorry. I was like, right now, yeah, but I know that town manager does, updates on YouTube, or is it YouTube, or can you mention like what events that's going on? Yeah, okay.
Well, he will be leaving,
Oh, okay.
so hopefully the next time things are going.
Okay, do those to me.
But
Max
I've
TV.
already been on PAC TV once for this, so I,
Oh, okay.
myself or other people can go back on or something.
I actually help. I actually am trained with their equipment now, so if you want me to, I can always do stuff like that.
Great, well, we can reach out to you. Awesome, thank you.
I just finished my training a couple weeks back.
Okay.
And maybe WTV, do you think that they would, like, maybe kind of set up a night and, go around and talk about all the events and stuff?
Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, no, I remember from the first one, and then I he said I was playing tag back and forth with that Kingston living, so I'd like to meet back up, that's you did not for that.
Not yet.
So, Mike, do you have anything?
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is the dates, if you have September 20th on this, we're going to do it on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, no, these aren't set in stone, so whatever.
Yeah.
You have a date.
I must be looking at the wrong calendar, so take some agenda on the phone.
I think we randomly pick some dates to sell too, so that might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were thinking the nineteenth or the twenty-sixth of the two optional dates.
You know when you might have that set by?
I mean, we can do that, I mean, it's just a matter of talking to the rec, to make a building.
Okay.
There's nothing going on, it needs to be heard that day. And then I also saw there was something about lines, which may, don't know where that came up.
So you were at the last meeting, so I was kind of waiting, because it was until you get a date, so it's either, when I talked to the fireworks company, they now offer drone show. So it's a possibility to do either one.
Okay.
And the price is comparable.
The price is a little more for the drones, but you also take away fire department details, you don't have to pay them. So I don't know what the money is gonna be comparable, I was waiting for a set date, and then I can work with both, well, it's the same company, but I can work with them to see the prices when I get the date.
Okay.
Are we able to, like, on the flyer, say the 19th with a rain date of the 26th, or, you know, like the.
That's why I was picking two, so people do the 19th and then once we.
All right, wait.
Was-
Talk about home day?
Like, probably willing to give up 2 days on Saturday, September,
Well,
or.
the only thing I'd have to find out is, when they have stuff on.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what that's.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure, it's what, I haven't put that, before with the light, so. I
Okay.
would ask them to maybe put out one day, but not maybe. Or have it earlier.
Right.
So I was also thinking, which I thought would be kind of cool, if we did it the later half of the day. Do like a 4 to 8 or 2 to 6 type of thing, so when it starts to get dark.
4 to 8, then we go in the fireworks.
Put the lights off.
Or whatever, yeah.
Just would do like have the lights on, or we're still doing stuff, and then all of a sudden put the lights off, and then you go right into the fire. Kind of like, people may not be expecting it. I mean, we can advertise the fireworks, you can.
Yeah, right.
Then, it's just a matter of, I got a couple of different games that we, stuff that I wanna try to fill up that whole, field area, basically.
Yep.
Different venues. Everything from like old fashioned one-legged race to potato sack races to doing a home run derby on the field after that.
You can get some pictures from the library of some of the old holidays they had, and then blow them up in the spelling and stuff.
Yeah, and then, even always with the family, the deal for the whole thing, but they really did the stuff like that. As far as raising money for like the police detail or I think it's the best thing, if it blows up to be very big and it's that big parking area down there. The roads have patrol just driving by through the parking lot, but if I have a detail at the top of the road. So maybe the.
And we'll leave them at the end of that policy, summer too.
So maybe the homeowner driving would pay for part of that detail, or if you do like, so when I do the softball tournament, if we would take them in and be like $20 or a chance, we basically say that, and then if you have, good enough people, the kids don't want to do it, you can raise essentially $300 if you wanted to, which is probably depending on who it doesn't.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be me, so, that would cover police detail and then fire detail. And again, the times we want to do things for free, prizes, or do we want to charge $1 for one rated race? Get a little something at the end, or $2, and then maybe have food trucks in there to people purchase on their own for food. You want to go as far as doing popcorn and, maybe doing hot dogs and then those, you can get donation for that, and doing it, for the road, alley dogs,
I think for the games though, I would want to keep those food.
Yeah.
Not touch for the
That's
games.
visual.
But if you're buying food or something,
Right.
or I want to do like a 50-50 raffle.
So, I mean, my version, our version of doing this is to either keep it where we don't have to really expense a lot of money, maybe just for money prizes.
Yeah.
And pay for the, and we would pay for the version of either pay for these guys, so that would be walking away with, maybe $310.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like the Tony Run would be, you want to get race, there's something, but the thing on 30, I'm like $80. There's kids love, I mean, the older kids that come down to that, love to try to smash that ball, so they don't realize that they can never do. And then with a couple of other things and, you know. That's how. I do have the. I also have, and then there's something for the metal muffin.
We'll be able to fit in.
No, I never get somebody tired of it.
There's a long,
You not sure it's the metal. I could, you may have to see there. So there's a thing called a metal muffin that I've worked out in other towns that we chose pretty much better over a price on that. I'm explaining it. We used to run it, we'd set up 100 scales. We paint 100 scales and number them, so everyone by the chance, right? And sell them off for like $5, $10. And you can do it 2 or 3 times during power and. Yeah, on the power, yeah. It's business.
oh, the outlaw.
Price.
If we can't eat cow, another option, you can take cow, we have a cow from, when I've always done drops.
That's what
So,
so, yeah.
well, we different options.
Helicopter hovering over and drop it.
Then we have that as well, but, yep.
The cow club,
Yeah.
like, there's something like cow club a couple of years back.
Yep, exactly.
And also, I know Laura Casey Kupak has the connection to our national out Honeywise people.
Yes.
So we could always get a hold of them and see if they would do it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, they might be a little further up, but those are just things that we throw around. I mean, obviously, but it took them kind of big, the different things like music. So now after this month, we could probably start to slow down, besides the Christmas thing and stuff like that. And then even doing scratch ticket, fundraising basket, something simple as that, just to, $5 a chance, 3 to 10. You limit, put it off at a certain limit, and you can do 3 baskets, so that you don't look like it's like 5,000 tickets in that. I'm not gonna just pay that. You cut it off, and you do like almost, if you do a $250 basket, you do maybe 500-600 sales, so that you sell the basket, and you still get $250. If you do 2 or 3 of those baskets, now you're covering the low people. So again, it's not money coming in, the music, but it's coming in to pay for the functionality. That's something like, like I said, popcorn, dollar goes and goes, but I think the food trucks would be the easiest thing, so we're gonna be a very emotional. Just have like 3 food trucks coming in that are authorized. They've been certified, and if we have them coming. People want to buy some food, they can buy it directly for themselves, and then keep these prices for everything that we're comparing. Like I said, $1, a chance to one thing, $10 for the $100 or $100. And then getting into the whole raffles for all of that stuff, that's where it gets to be. Then you don't want to compete it for another company.
When you're talking about prizes for homes,
I'm sorry.
when you're talking about prizes for winners,
Prizes.
that's what I would say,
Yeah.
go to just for the.
Right, correct. Well, what I'm saying, like, we go to national, you go, we get over to national, now the policy here, different things. So it's like, it's gonna be companies that I like, that may not be in town, but might be a bit of a corporate, higher up, where some levels, and it's like they're supporting them. So they're posting like, no, we look at some. And everybody gets something, it's not about the legal one, they're great with their donations, but I'm working on the I'm a firm believer that they're giving back to the town, and giving back to the temporary, so finding other options or other things that are, don't so. I provide this after the one. Well, we do have to get to the 50-50, so that's really the only thing, unless you have something else. I'd like to fill up as much of this, before, so it's all combined, that I couldn't find that one area, everybody is in that one area, so that people can make sure the metal muffin is cleaned up before the fireworks, so when they set to something accidentally.
Michael, what did you do?
The 19th and the 26th. So the 19th is a Saturday and the 26th is a Saturday, the following is. The middle of the month.
And also just, I know you were here in the beginning, but, we did get the first part of the $25,000 grant and all the paperwork was in for the second part, there's some corrections that need to be made, but we said as long as the paperwork was in, we can do it. So we have $46,000 left over already, plus the 25, so we're gonna have $65,000 to $70,000, and hopefully some of the initial things that we're working on are gonna be paid themselves.
Right.
So there should be some money, and we still have merchandise sales that we do,
Yeah.
so
Great.
hopefully we can keep that, use that money to pay for both the parade and go home and keep costs down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's some of the stuff that we can take money from and put it towards the parade, that we're not gonna be raising money, then.
Well, we're gonna get that in something.
Well, hopefully the raffles go for the gala, because that would be pretty good.
Yeah, then we'll have that too,
Yeah,
yep.
to pay for the other event. Because hopefully the ticket sales will pay for the event we have, so.
So we had our first, working group meeting yesterday on the parade. So the parade is actually gonna be July 25th. So we talked a little bit about the route, and again, I know we're not allowed to block the highway exit, so we have to pretty much start at, like, work backwards or start at the Kingston Elementary up to the Memorial Day. But some of the things we talked about is, if we come down, we zigzag on Memorial Day parade, you don't need to do that. But if we come down Main Street, then we can go up Summer and then come like end here. That's about, like 1.5 miles. Or you could do from, elementary school, come down Main, go up Main towards Port, then come down here, that's almost 2 miles. And then the suggestion was also made to continue the route back like on the Green Street, and then have it be dispersed from Green Street. Now, the thing with that is like people will need to park, if people will come from all parts of town, so they're riding some parking, but we could, the bigger floats and vehicles can disperse from there, and you can have a spot, with shuttles to get people back to their parking at, the elementary school. I am going to try to contact the MBTA and see if there is an option at all to cross the tracks or to have MBTA cops here to stop. We can't stop the train, but to stop the parade if the train comes through and then continue. And then maybe go up to say Stop and Shop and disperse the Stop and Shop. So we're looking at some different routes for those that we're thinking of right now. It's kind of limited because you can't block the highway and you can't possibly go in the train. So, go ahead.
On the parade, I had a request from, Kingston Animal Hospital, they would like to be in the parade.
So, yep, I mean, we want all different people to try to come in. So some thoughts are, any civic group in Kingston, sports groups, stuff like that. But we were talking about like some fundraising and stuff, and I never really heard of this before. But they charge a little bit for people, that if business, for profit businesses want to be in a parade, you charge them. But also, I think some of them talked about like the vendors that like walk along and have stuff. Situate does the St. Patrick's Day parade, and they have a vendor for them, they charge $200 for vending to do. So, this is something that we could, it may not have to be that much, but for profit businesses or vendors, we can charge some money as well. We can talk about that.
What's the bottom?
Yes, buddy.
I know for the Thanksgiving Day parade, they use the first student buses out there.
Yes, well, we actually have a couple people from that parade that are on our subcommittee, so they're helping out with that.
Okay, because I think first student might be the best idea.
Yeah,
Because
we gotta see what size buses we'll need. Yep,
Okay, I know that we have 77 people who can fit on one school bus.
okay.
I believe 71 to 77 people can fit, I believe, on one of the school buses. So, yeah.
So, on the agenda of the parade too, we also was discussing a possible grand marshal. So we have two choices we were talking about. Do you want to move forward with that right now? Do we want to wait closer to the parade? It's up to the committee. We good?
In the car.
Yeah.
I know when Whitman, was not here, but, when Whitman had their parade, they had two. State rep and then, she was in it, someone else. and they have a car, labeled. So both ladies are worthy. I like that.
Would you like to make
Yeah,
any-
yeah.
would you like a motion?
One is like also.
Right,
And then
exactly,
next,
yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I make a motion that we have two representatives as marshals of the parade, Janice Greenbaum and Margaret Scaluzzi. That's my motion.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. But definitely be open to more groups, but I've already spoken with, an individual that has, I think, 4 or 6, 18 pounds. So we do have some cars already, but we're gonna be open to more cars as well. Yeah.
And if you want to talk about the other door float, I already told them.
Yes. That was the other thing too, is, yes, we'll have the grand marshal.
Would you like the rose parade?
No.
Do we want to set up, especially if we can pass by here, maybe out front, set up a small grandstand and actually vote on votes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want pressure.
So, that was discussed by the group, so that's a possibility.
How about if we vote for everybody votes?
Everybody gets a prize.
Everybody gets a prize. There you go.
So, I think that brings us pretty much all the things, this. They put the scavenger hunt in with the old home day and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You do that?
you know, it's not, yeah.
Okay, or no, is it the old home day or what?
Cemetery.
The cemetery, the house shows, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, for that.
Oh, can I ask a quick question about the art festival hasn't yet had a date. Is
Yep.
there a window or is there a good, like, I mean, it's gonna be a weekend, but is there any weekends in May we should avoid? Like, is there any feedback from this group?
The last
Well,
one,
not
yes.
Memorial Day,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, but is there any other weekend in May that might? Like, you know that there might be something else happening now, and that might need to be able. Okay, nothing is in but, yeah, but,
The other holiday is Mother's Day, I don't know if that impacts.
that's a Sunday, so, no, but it shouldn't, that's not like a weekend people tend to go, so, okay.
And they might be
Something they
taking
might
it
wanna
on
do.
the couch. Exactly, exactly.
Well, we haven't, I'm assuming we're gonna do it on Saturday, it could be a Sunday. And Mother's Day would not be a good holiday, but after people tend to go out, people don't even come to church on Mother's Day. There's that.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on.
So actually, cost to do that. Yeah.
We just have one thing of the house to take out the fun, so.
Right.
Yeah, thanks, I mean, true, yeah.
You're gonna be that.
Yes.
And like, yeah, because it's in conjunction with the house, so I thought maybe you wanted to come, I was definitely about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's that? Thanks,
I just don't
July
want
26th.
to step on the parade.
Hey, John, do we have some fire trucks and police cars?
Yeah, we're gonna work on all that, but there'll be some of those, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. You know what I love in the town? Fire trucks and police cars.
So the only other thing, and I haven't really checked yet, there was discussion with the road rates too, so I'm gonna check with you, what was the rest of that.
Not for me.
let's see if we can-
Like-
Yeah.
Like a 5K.
Yes, no. So I think,
What was the group we had alone, they do want to do that.
Yeah, so I was part of the
So, right. It's no.
Yeah, there was also a running group.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Felton, yes.
Girls on the
Girls on the
Yeah.
Go, yeah, yes,
because,
but that's not an existence.
there's a lot, I think it's social race management, they organize, them, I don't know if they're moving on, but there are some other companies out there.
I just thought we had one in place already.
Okay, so that's all I have for our events, so when we'll be doing events. I think that has our dates pretty much set.
Make sure I have it.
Yep.
Okay, so we start off with the gala, January 31st, 2026. The next event
A
is,
an arts festival in May.
Right,
You know,
I'm gonna try to nail down a date as soon as possible. We shouldn't hold off on whatever flyer we're
And we
gonna
can
create.
still say,
Yeah.
May 26, and we'll fill in the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to get the dates down, but also the book needs it within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For publishing, so we can at least
Okay.
give them a
Yeah.
rough estimate.
Yeah. And then, parade will be next on July 25th,
So, yep.
right, and then Old Home Day. There's September 19th to the 26th.
Yep.
And then the house tour on July 4th. Okay. I had a question about, did we want to do anything with the actual?
Oh, that's right, we do want to do something that day, but then we will do.
But it's like a
It's a Tuesday night, yeah, we were gonna do very
What's the
but
actual night?
it's not to be open till like 2075 or something, so,
Right,
yeah, so.
okay, so June 16th, 1726 is when Kingston was incorporated with the town. So we were talking about, and June 16th, 26th is Tuesday. So, we selectmen can make some proclamation or something. We had also talked to the library, they used to have equipment, video equipment, and we could do like, we wanted to do, rather than a time capsule, why don't we make like some sort of video
Right.
instead, because time capsules get ruined over
Right.
time. So, I'll revisit that with Donald.
Yeah, he was,
Maybe that's something we do that with, yeah, kaput.
Kaput, but he was going to talk to someone who still had it, if you were look around, I
Yeah,
don't know.
okay, because we were talking about like a day in the life, like a story, or like maybe, people go to the library and just say, oh, let's see what I do on a daily basis, like, so you get a snapshot of what Kingston residents do in 2025.
Maybe on that day, have, them serve like the hamburgers and hot dogs in the evening, have a speech and have the, with the video and it makes the day special.
Is there like a charter that could be read aloud?
It's something official.
Like a short thing on the town green where they read something
Even
aloud?
if it has to be.
Yeah, something like that. I like that. I think it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a big event either. It's like, it helps.
Simple.
Yeah, it's a work day for a lot of people, like
Yeah.
something late afternoon.
But if you do the hot
Gather.
if you do the hot dogs, hamburgers, then the parents, you can go and.
That's true, that's true. Or pizza. Could do.
But I know that they've done that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, if we do town green.
And we've got all that lawn space too.
Right,
So we want
that's more
like
space.
like a hamburgers, hot dogs thing, we could do things for that. We can go and get birds. So, but I like that idea of doing that. I think that something on the actual anniversary day.
And so if you do a town meeting, well, like, and the voters, we don't have a resolution warrant, so they think of that. But there's the old burial ground in the back, there's a section for veterans. I know it's kind of out of the public, but I was thinking of possibly putting it there, just because our Revolutionary War vets are buried in that
Yeah.
stone. So if we do something green, you can actually maybe go and dedicate that stone that day as well.
Do that, yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Move it to the stone.
A memorial stone for Revolutionary War. Yeah.
That's like dedicating something like that. That's like really great.
That's what I put in.
So, again, that's all we have for events. Moving on, remove bills. And currently we don't have any. We should be good with that.
That's a good.
I'm sure that'll change really quickly. And just a reminder, if anybody, working with times bills, please let me know, myself or Jenna knows, so we can get it on the agenda, and we can get it, we can process, we have to go through
With that in
the.
mind, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
We have talked with the police chief about having, details for some of our house locations. Because it's hazardous getting across 106 and across 3A. So how do we go about that? Janet Wade has already, she knows Brian, and she's already emailed with him, and she said they would talk. But my concern is, we're gonna be built for that.
Yeah, so you put in a request,
Yeah.
again, because the police have different rates, it goes by.
Right.
You know, their rate,
And
or
he was-
it could be an out of town person as well. So what we'll do is, we'll figure out how many details we'll need, and we'll do a high estimate, we'll make a vote here.
Okay,
And then once you get the bill, we can do all the
Okay.
paperwork and
Okay.
submit it, and
so it's gotta come through here.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Just for reference, you're right, like, I don't know how much it's gonna cost, we did the police detail for the solidarity service in our lawn last summer, and it was a 4-hour minimum, it was about $750. I don't know if it's gonna be the same
Upwards of
cost.
1,200.
Yeah.
That's what we paid to have a police
But
detail.
4 hour
So,
minimum.
That's the rules.
And it would be 4 hours,
Yeah.
12 to 4.
You know,
Like the time frame is accurate, but,
The one
We
to
just
still
give you
go
a sense
to
of
the.
the cost,
to the-
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, Janet said, oh, well, maybe they'll just do it because the town went, I said,
They
"No, no,
can't.
no, it's-
Yeah.
and
I mean,
you have to pay."
yeah, they have to get paid for it.
Well,
Yeah.
And we're a committee that has money and raising money.
Okay, okay, so I'll come back. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, the rest of the work you do, if you have an expense you think you're going to need, you try to estimate high and then take a vote here ahead of time, and that speeds up the process of paying them once that event happens.
Thankfully, I didn't, it wasn't, a deposit wasn't required for the Jones River trade, so that was good.
Now, this is quick question of the money, is it one of those things where you get the money and you have to use price right from?
It was only the first half of the grant, so the rest of this money we have, and so we have this money because the 275th had leftover money left for us.
Okay.
So it's there through the other bits, and then if it's left over, we'll do the same.
I just want to make sure that we, that's one thing.
It was just that first 25,000 grant we had to spend by a certain date, all the rest of it is sitting. All right, so recruitment for some of our working groups, it sounds like some of you are doing a good job getting people involved. We got the parade one started, they got more people joining. I don't know if anyone saw, I did put some stuff on social media the other day, you know, we have 181 followers so far on Facebook.
On Facebook, it was
But,
great.
I do need to get something written up, and get it to Sue, so she can put out an email blast. But, if it's all right with everyone, I'm just gonna ask if anyone's interested in recruiting for the working groups and just kind of give a blurb of what we have coming up, so that we can know the good stuff.
No, it's always great. That's the first time I've seen anything reaching out to the community like this. I thought that was great.
If you guys need any videography job, just let me, just you can.
I would definitely reach out to you, though, yes,
Yeah,
because
because
that
I
in
can-
photography.
Yeah, I can borrow the equipment from Pack TV. And then I can always get it.
Thank you, Will, we appreciate that.
And photography as well.
Okay. So, moving on, is anybody have any old business? Okay. So, any new business?
No,
No, that's okay.
Are we able to count on board of That's what I said. So I know, yeah. Actually, I thought if you
$7 in January, I'm like,
I'm counting on them for the homeowner,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm asking, but I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not really.
no, I didn't like the vendor I got.
Okay.
I didn't like what they. came
But it
up
is
with.
something we can plan
Yeah.
to give to our homeowners in a basket of, that's all.
I'll make sure. that
Thank
it's
you.
done.
No, it's fine.
For you, I'll.
Thank you, sweetheart, but I just, like I said, I didn't want to.
But give me a deadline, because I'll need it.
Have them for until 2026 or is it? What's the plan?
I don't think it takes long. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, finding a vendor
I'm
I'm happy
sorry,
with.
what's the plan?
I know.
No, I don't mean like that.
Well, I know, I wanted them for festival trees, I thought.
Do you think-
Well, I just think
You
we can sell them in
you
some of
can
those.
find
That's
a
kind
vendor
of thing,
and
so,
yeah, but if you
all the
do that,
churches at
it's
Christmas
really-
fairs,
you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
if you can find a warm place.
That's
to
great.
do it, we'll do that.
They do sell them, along with other merch, but.
Oh, we're talking.
We'll go inside again.
Yeah.
I'm just trying, I have an email from them, I can check if you want.
That's pretty big sales, especially if it's getting cold or loose.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, sweatshirt, whatever they call it. Yeah, I know. I can't even. Actually, when I was selling, when I was at Grace Beach, always second brewing approached me and they said, you know, if you ever want to, maybe you'd like to get together or a couple of people and have like a networking, because they have some events that they're putting on.
Yeah.
We could sell merchandise and vice versa.
Okay.
You know, I'm sorry, where is that?
42nd Brewing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, you know, just a casual get there when you do like a meeting, which you don't get so many people, but,
We could give them a free float in the parade.
Yeah.
It's not like a home day.
I don't know about other events and other people that sell merchandise that, so that's.
So I apologize, I dropped the ball for last week with that, when I went away last week and I kind of rushed, so I get it up.
I know, I went there like 7:30.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been.
I talked to Laura and she said, yeah, show up and do that, but oh, you did go?
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I meant to reach out to you, I did, so thank you very much for doing that. Awesome.
That's pretty good.
Oh, great.
I had a long sleeve shirt on my bed when I came home.
September 2nd, looks like it's the last meeting.
September 2nd. Is that the other week? So I can look at that, the teams and look at it and say, the people don't want to do it with me. My grandson's like, I'll do it with you. I'm like, you're 9, I can't leave you. So I go bathroom, so no.
Like, you know, my daughter was on the French. Yesterday, her and a friend went swimming. They come back and they're just going swimming. They're like, oh, my muscles feel great.
Oh,
now."
oh wait, were you selling merchandise last
Well,
night?
yeah.
Okay.
But I got there earlier and got that.
Yeah, yeah.
Last night, are you doing the second? You doing September 2nd?
I can, if, I might need someone to do it with me.
Yeah,
Find
so
my-
I live right around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Here until
Okay.
6, but I
I
can,
can, yeah, sure.
I can get there by like, 6:30.
Trying to do those bathroom.
Oh, I can't, we have a meeting that night.
Oh, there's
So
no.
that's the meeting, that's our meeting that night, I can't do the second, but you said September 2nd is the last one?
Yep.
So, so that's it.
Right.
Oh, okay, I can't sell it then, sorry.
Anything else under new business?
So when we were talking about in the historic home stories meeting, we were talking about the Bradford house and how it's extremely dirty and has been in November. I was wondering if we ended up, especially if the subcommittee ended up raising more money than needed, is there a way we could donate it to have the home clean?
We'll have to check
It's
with,
not-
and see those,
With
us donating, but
Some clean?
It's not your average ordinary home cleaning.
Exactly, I know,
I mean, the floor is natural, there's
right, it
nothing
would have to be.
clean, it just needs to be swept. And cobwebs and that type of thing, but it's not like a home cleaning.
Right.
you also have to check with your own, it's not owned by the town. It's-
Oh,
by the town.
It's a separate historical commission.
We're meeting with them,
Yeah,
we're meeting with
So-
them September 20th.
yeah, and we would have to check with them first before anything. And then we could
maybe a pipe thing, but they just,
Oh, it'd be nice though, I think it could be spruced up, absolutely. We'll talk when we meet with them on the 23rd, and we have to put this down in the item and stuff like that.
And you can see what the processes are going and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that we have it every Sunday, I believe, pancake breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped doing those, unfortunately.
And the third, they did stop during that?
Yeah.
So is that why it's all in, well,
I think they need some more volunteers with that organization, yeah.
Do we have a local reviews club? Like they do. a
Yes.
lot. Don't they do a lot of bombs, like they offer their services worldwide?
I don't know if there's enough, but Jim and Son, Right, anything else on the business?
Yeah, you can go, Scott's help, like, work on the Bradford house and everything.
Yeah, we have to check with them and see, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
when we meet with them in September, we can find out, they may have a plan already, but cleaning up, knowing it's gonna be on the tour. They may have already put something, but I don't know, we haven't, they do, I know they do. And Jean is not the president, she's the interim, that's why it's kind of a struggle, but we did agree to meet on the front page. Jones River Village Historical Society. They are really good.
September, you mean, Jim?
September 23rd, right? Yeah. 10:00 in the morning. We'll discuss, yeah, and Jean is very concerned about, especially what's going to be on the floor for the challenge, like she wants it to be presentable. So we'll discuss with her what needs to be done. And if you need to hire someone to come in, listen, I don't know.
Part of that's also, part of that's also, part of it, it's supposed to work.
That was supposed to be original.
People that how much we move on.
Yeah.
As far as everything.
3,000 visitors, yes, from they go.
You see other roads.
Yeah.
Does anybody know if the Bradford houses have any leak?
I don't know, I think Jean did mention the roof, but there was some issues with the roof, but I don't know. Again, we'll talk with her about it, what we'll do there.
I have one question, with the Viking flyers for the gala, can I, use the town seal? Like on a meeting. That happen?
So in the town seal, but we also have the three ones that we did, one of them has kind of a seal with it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be great.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
There's a couple things real quick, the cleaner, both of them already mentioned it, their deadline is about 2 weeks, so we're gonna get the dates on that. So we can put, what they want to do in it. And then also, we're getting kind of tight in here, we want to look
What's the fee for
Yes.
We've done the check before, I know.
it? Probably don't have to, and it's try.
And then, so they'll have to change the Zoom, right? So, anybody have anything else? All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you very much, everyone.
great meeting.